a monkey movie review. It was good. I liked it. It's a nice movie. The monkey's a homicidal maniac. Well, the monkey's like maybe a ghost, and we do see a ghost at the end of the film that suggests, possibly that's the monkey. I like the deaths are random. There's a person gets killed with a surfboard. All the high schoolers get their heads run off. Well, not run off, but they get their heads like sliced off by the truck that comes speeding by, because of course it does. There's a lady running with the stroller. We see that in the trailer. Now we know, because it's Casco, Maine. And I said to myself, I said to my girlfriend, like, that has to be what's it called? That's got to be a reference to Stephen King. And then sure enough in the film it says like a Stephen King film. Like I think it's based on a novel or something. So I had a suspicion that Stephen King, there's some sort of Stephen King relatability to this story that we have here. And sure enough, we do. Yeah. But this film, it's good. It's nice. It's violent. It's comedic. There's a lot of comedy. The brother, one of the brother that's a bully, the dipshit brother that he's older by 3 minutes or something, and he eats all the placenta apparently. They're twin brothers, so it's the same actor, but the one brother, he's horrible, he's mean. So when he gets his head blown off by the cannon, it actually feels satisfying that he dies, honestly. And then, but yeah, he was, he's justified, I guess, in like hating his brother in a sense, to wanting him to die, because he realizes that, he's the one that killed mom. And then apparently, if you touch the key, if you turn the key, you don't die in this film. But it's bullshit, actually, because the brothers were turning the key. But then again, he did try to defy the monkey. And like my girlfriend said, she said, the monkey likes you. I think we can say that for sure. You haven't been too mean to it. So, treat the monkey right, keep it in your good graces, and you should be good. You should be A-okay. And you shouldn't have to worry about that monkey killing you. But, it's a nice film. It's violent. It's bloody and violent, and it's gruesome, and it's comedic too. It's really funny. It's got some funny moments in the film, and like one teenager kid that his mom's smoking cigarettes, he like is obsessed with the monkey, and he has this moment where he's like, I know it's weird for a man to tell another man this, but like that monkey reminds me of my dad. I really need it back. And the guy's like, fuck you. I just need you to get the monkey. I need you to fucking fall in love with it. And so he goes on this revenge trip thing, but it's like, yeah, of course they got to kill that kid. They have to kill him. There's no way it's gonna end up in like a nice, good, happy ending for him. But I like that he's got this brother, or like, well, I don't know, whoever this, I guess it's his brother, this other person in the house besides mom that's just sitting on the couch, and he's still there. And he comes in barging, going on this whole tangent rant, and he says, hey, you got any bullets? You don't have any bullets, do you? And he says, well, what kind? Well, what caliber of gun? Oh yeah, I got bullets for that. Here you go and I don't know, do what the fuck you want to do with them. But Casco, Maine, the whole town gets fucking lit up and blown up, and everyone's dying. It's horrible. It's been, the monkey did this. And yeah, he's got the son Petey that has the same name as the little kid. Like I think in Petey is the villain cat's name in Dogman, so it's kind of funny, right? And his name's Petey. Maybe that's his actual birth name too. I think it's a nickname. But it's like this rich guru guy that his biological mother has this rich guru guy, and so he wants to legally adopt him into like, yeah, that's the whole steal with that, to legally adopt the kid, and like that's happening. But he's like, I guess maybe spend some days with your real dad and get to know him a little bit before that adoption goes through. And so that's happening. But sure enough, this whole debacle happens. But then the scene where the ladies, and like there's this attractive lady that's gonna dive in the pool in the one scene at the motel that we see in the trailer. I was thinking maybe she would have had a line or dialogue or something, but no, I guess she's just there to look pretty and then die. Literally gets blown up. The realtor gets fucking blown up, and she goes poof. Like, oh my god, ever since that one death we had, a whole bunch of other deaths been happening. It's the aunt. There's an aunt that's she dies. This aunt dies, right? How do you call? Her husband dies. And I think that's the aunt's the sister of the other one, or I don't know if it's the uncle or the aunt. I think they both say uncle, aunt, but I guess the aunt's actually the blood relation one. That's her husband. They were swingers or something, but they say, oh, we never gonna have kids, but the mom dies, right? So they take him in the house, and then he dies, and this freak accident gets trampled by so-and-so 67 wild horses. But I like that she never moves out of the house. She actually stays in the home, but apparently the realtor said she was having like a rejuvenation. She was cleaning out the house. She was preparing it to be sold. So she was actually on her to get her life back on track to like a nice, maybe she would retire, leave Maine. And then, of course, she fucking dies, a freak accident. And the monkey does it cleverly, right? Where he gets her, like, hooks in the face. And then, like, okay, well, she's not dead yet. And somehow she manages to climb back up to the surface because the stairs gave out on her. And then what else happened in this film? But she was rubbing alcohol, right? So when she hears the stove and she hears, like, the gas, she puts her face close, I guess forgetting this fact. And boom, her face lights up. Ah! And then she's running outside. She puts her foot in like a pot or something, so her footing's like off, and then boom, right into the front sign that says like for sale or something. And gruesome death, because of course the monkey doesn't kill you naturally. You die like a weird gruesome death. The mom died of a boomerang aneurysm is what the doctors call it, and they said 1 in a 44 million chance. Because of course it's a weird random death and it has to be really obscure. But this movie was nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's exactly, it's like comedic comedy, horror, and I guess it is comedy horror, kind of a slasher. It's bloody, it's gruesome, and you know it's gonna be like gruesome, like funny deaths, because in the first death that we get with the shop owner guy, when the harpoon goes inside him and comes out with the intestines coming out, it's like it just looks funny and silly, and then he drops dead, and dad burns the monkey, but of course it doesn't die. And what happens to their dad, we don't know. And the other teenager in the film also has a deadbeat dad. So like that's a theme of the film, being a deadbeat dad. And then he's also a deadbeat dad actually, because you know, I guess the woman they were a couple or something. She gets knocked up, and yeah, he sees the kid once a year. So he's not really there in the kid's life, and so deadbeat dad. And his brother doesn't have any kids as far as I'm concerned, but everybody's a deadbeat, and it's just shitty. Everybody's deadbeat and shitty, and like that's the movie. But yeah, it was nice. That concludes my review. Thank you for listening.
Just how to record the audio.